Hello, friends. Again, I'm here before you to discuss yesterday's question and the model answer of that. Now, if you remember, yesterday we gave a question from Indian philosophy. So now let us see what can be the model answer for that question. Now, the question is, explain the doctrine of Anekantvad. How does it resolve metaphysical disputes? Basically, this is the question. This we have to answer in about 300 words. This 20 marks question. I keep on telling again and again, I am discussing 20 marks question for 300 words, but you should be uh, quite adaptive in your approach so that if the same question comes for uh, 10 marks or 20 marks, you should be able to reduce the number of words appropriately. So accordingly, you need to prepare. So now let us see how this question can be answered. Now, again, we are going with uh, quite engaging uh, introduction and beginning and end, and that I will continue for 8 to 10 questions. Few we have done earlier. Now, we will be doing subsequent questions also. So, this question is also like that. So, let us start accordingly. Is truth one or many? This first sentence. Jainism boldly answers both and more. So this is basically their Anekantvad or Syadvad or Nayavad, which are co-theories or supportive theories of Anekantvad. So is truth one or many? Jainism boldly answers both and more. In a world divided by absolutist claims, uh, there are absolutist claims in Indian philosophy. For example, uh, Brahma of Advaita or Sunita of Madhyamik Buddhism. Whether Brahma of Advaita or Sunita of Madhyamik Buddhism, Anekantvad, the Jain doctrine of non-absolutism, emerges as a profound call for philosophical humility and pluralism. Now, this is a very important term we are using. And if you remember, most of you, might have already gone through, Jaina philosophy is a very, very important input in GS4 ethics paper also, because uh, Jaina theory is usually uh, quoted for intellectual ahimsa or philosophical humility and pluralism. So this is what we are going to describe now. Formulated in its mature form by thinkers like Umaswati, Siddhasena, Divakara, and Samantabhadra. Anekantvad posits the reality is complex, constituted by infinite attributes, that is Ananta Dharmas, and no single statement can capture it fully. Hence, truth must be approached through Nayavad and Syadvad. So, first thing they say that truth is many, that is Anekantvad, and then it should be approached from two angles. That is, one is Nayavad, that is partial standpoints, and second, Syadvad, that is conditional predication, using the word Syad. That is which means from a certain perspective. All these are Sanskrit words we need to quote in the answer. So please remember that. Leading to a famous sevenfold schema, Saptbhanginay. So all this we are mentioning here just to impress the examiner that we are aware fully of Jaina philosophy, and we are using related terms. For instance, and then an example also we are giving. For instance, a clay pot may exist, Syad Asti, from one standpoint, but not exist, that is Syad Nasti, from another, say after its destruction. Both are valid within their respective contexts. So this is what Jaina philosophy is. Now, to just support Anekantvad, Jaina has given another example. Andhgaj Nyaya, parable of blind man and the elephant. That different blind men, they touch different parts of the elephant and they think that truth is that one only. So this is again a very important quote. Andhgaj Nyaya, parable of blind man and elephant, illustrates this vividly. Each partial perception becomes false when absolutized. Anekantvad thereby critiques ekantvad, that is one-sided metaphysical claims, for example, of Advaita Vedanta or of Buddhism, and reorients debate from confrontation to contextual reconciliation. This is again a very important term required for modern world society. Now let us see what will be the critical evaluation. What are the critiques of this theory? Sankara, one of the very vociferous critic, criticized Anekantvad as self-defeating. How? If all views are partial, then so is Anekantvad itself. That's what his criticism was. Then Nagarjuna, another Buddhist philosopher, representing Madhyamika school, argued that accommodating contradictions leads to epistemic incoherence. That syad asti, syad nasti, both you are in accommodating, it leads to accommodating contradictions leads to epistemic incoherence. That's what his thing. However, Jaina philosophers like Akalanka and Mallisena had again countered these arguments, defended an Ekantavad as an expression of intellectual ahimsa, non-violence in thought. Intellectual ahimsa means non-violence in thought, promoting dialogue, tolerance, and synthesis. If you remember, Gandhiji was also highly influenced by this intellectual ahimsa philosophy of Jainism. So, non-violence in thought, promoting dialogue, tolerance, and synthesis. Now, what will be the conclusion? Anekantvad does not dilute truth, it dignifies it. It shows that reality isn't captured by silencing differences, but by embracing multiplicity. In times of ideological polarization, its legacy as a philosophy of coexistence and non-violence shines ever more brightly. So this is again a very important and engaging conclusion, which may help in fetching better marks and impress the examiners. So that also you should remember and try to use as and when required in your practice test and all actual examination. This is important for because Anekantvad, Jainism, definitely in some or the other form, these questions are going to be asked. Philosophy, questions are continuously repeated. Maybe little wordings will change, difference will be there, but still content almost will be the same. So here in this question also, answer also, if you see, we have used various philosophers, we have used their references, we have used criticism, we have used good opening, good beginning, and good end, and we have tried to cover in that philosophy also, Jaina philosophy also, all main points, original points linked to Anekantvad has been covered in this. So that's how you can write a good answer. Now let us see what will be the question we will be taking tomorrow. Explain Aquinas' cosmological argument. Is it sufficient to prove God's existence? Explain Aquinas' cosmological argument. Is it sufficient to prove God's existence? Now, this question from philosophy of religion we will be taking up tomorrow for discussion, and we'll try to give a model answer for that. Now, thanks a lot for watching today's video. We will meet again tomorrow with the question from philosophy of religion. Thank you one and all.